God. Now, if you'll take the piece of paper that says the Greek alphabet on it, you always should start with the alphabet. If we're going to learn words, we need to learn the alphabet. And on this form, we have listed for you, on the far left column, you'll see the capital Greek letters. I would encourage you to completely ignore that. I don't see much value personally in knowing the capital letters. The New Testament writers did not use the capital letters except on very few occasions, and you can read the Bible without knowing the capital letters. In the second column, you'll see the small letters of the Greek alphabet. 24, I believe. Alpha, I'll pronounce them for you once, and then we'll go back through if we need to later. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, z, omicron, pi, rho, sigma, tau, upsilon, phi, chi, psi, and omega. Those are the Greek alphabet. You'll see in the fourth column the equivalent English letters as best we can define them. And then there's some tips in the final column on pronouncing some of the letters which are pronounced differently than the equivalent English letter. On the other sheet that says Greek Lesson 1, we've written again the letters of the Greek alphabet. And I would like to encourage you, you don't have to do this now. If you want to work on it now, that's fine. But go home and practice writing the letters of the Greek alphabet. The best way to learn the letters of the Greek alphabet is by writing and pronouncing. As you write them, pronounce them. When you write them, pronounce each letter as you write it. Write it more than once, and each time you write that letter, pronounce it. I would encourage you to memorize the alphabet. Say it aloud. You'll never be able to understand the words until you get the concept of the alphabet. You'll notice on this lesson 1 page there are some notes relating to the Greek alphabet. Most people believe that alpha through epsilon corresponds to A through E, except for the third letter, gamma. One thing that you'll learn as you study the Greek language is that there are a lot of rules, and a lot of times you'll hear somebody say, this is the way it is except in this case, except for this rule. So alpha through epsilon corresponds with A through E except the third letter, gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma. Delta, epsilon. The next three letters, zeta, eta, theta, can be remembered if you suppose Zeta is a woman's name and she ate a theta. I was in a social club in school called Zeta, Eta Theta. And they used to make fun of us, and they would always say Zeta ate a potato, or Zeta ate a tomato, or something like that. Zeta ate a theta. What a theta might taste like, I don't know, but just remember that she ate one. And you won't have a lot of trouble getting through that part of the alphabet. Zeta, eta, theta. Iota through upsilon corresponds to I through U with a few exceptions. The exceptions are there's nothing that corresponds to our letter J. Nothing corresponds to our letter Q. The order of the next three letters, phi, chi, and psi, the C is a difficult one to pronounce. Can be remembered by thinking of a town in New York, Poughkeepsie. It's a stretch, I know, but it's sort of close. Poughkeepsie. Just don't go to New York asking for directions to phi, chi, psi. All right? And of course, Jesus, as you know, is the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last. So you know the first and the last letter, Alpha and Omega, is called the Alpha and the Omega. Now, there are different people that pronounce different letters and different words different ways. Some people say alpha. Probably wouldn't make a huge deal out of that, except it's just not right. It's alpha. It's better to try to pronounce it the way it should be, it was written. There are 5 vowels, short, 5 short, and 5 long. You'll notice, and we'll get to these a little bit later on and talk more about them. Alpha, epsilon, iota, omicron, and upsilon. Yes.
So the same rules apply on omicron and omega. They both have short and both have long. They're exactly the same.
Not exactly the same, but very close to the same.
For our purposes.
Yes, they're pretty much the same. That sometimes can make it a little bit more difficult.
How is the alpha the same in father with the short and the long?
It's the long is that is held out a little bit longer. All right, so memorize the Greek alphabet. Write it down. Write the letters. Repeat them over and over again. And then you'll begin to take letters and form words. A word that might be a good word to start with, a word that is very, that many people are familiar with, that you can learn pretty easy, is this word. If I can write it correctly. Agape. Agape is a word for love. Just take the letters and pronounce them. And most times in the Greek language, a word is pronounced phonetically correct. Just pronounce it the way it's written. Agape. And of course, that's, as we said, the word for love mentioned in 1 Corinthians 13 and in other places. Notice the back page of the Greek alphabet. Just 2 or 3 rules here that we want to mention. The letter sigma. There are 2 forms for the letter sigma. When written at the end of the word, it's written like an S. If it occurred everywhere else, it's written like this. Let's see, let me think of it. Give me an example, Jeremy. For sigma. So, agathos, thank you. Do what? Yes. Agathos. What's a word with this? Soma. Soma is the word for, what's the word for? For body. Soma. So when it's written at the beginning of a word or in the middle of a word, it is written like this. It's at the end of the word, it's written like an S. Yes? It's just because. As I said, there are a lot of rules, and some of them don't make sense. But they don't make sense to us so much.
In English does.
But they're rules. Do what?
I said in English does.
There's something I've wondered. The word suki, the word for
So.
so. When they transliterate that, why do they make the E long at the end instead of the?
I don't know the answer to that. Suki.
I've noticed that quite a bit in different words. When the epsilon is at the end, they make it a long.
Sometimes, yes, or sometimes that's the case. And I don't know.